Good morning and welcome back for a merry little Vlogmas. My name is Kim and it is day 24 of December, which is Christmas Eve. We are pretty excited that Christmas is here, although it's been kind of hard to get into the Christmas groove this year because of being sick. But in today's Vlogmas video, we are going to be opening some yarn from our Christmas Advent. We actually have 2 or 3 days to open. I can't remember. And then we are going to talk about things for 2024. So I hope you grab your cup of choice and your project and let's go talk some yarn. So it's 7:30 in the morning here. And it is one of those great kind of cloudy mornings where it's just very calming to me, gray days. It says it's 49 degrees out. It actually feels a little bit cooler because there's so much humidity in the air, and it makes it's 89% humidity. That's Alabama for you. So it's kind of like that wet cold. But I've already seen the turkey this morning, and there's a random little duck that showed up at the pond. I feel so sorry for it. It's all alone, so I went out there and threw some seed and feed for it. But this morning, I am out here because the oldest child woke me up at 6:30 because he does not feel good, and he had a fever of 102. I don't feel my best, to be quite honest with you. I feel very spacey headed and just kind of drained, I guess is a better word to say. But there's a few things that I do need to get done today, and that is a massive pile of stuff that I brought in yesterday. I really want to get that white bookcase cleaned out so I can start bringing in my fabric, and that way I can store. And we have to reply to some comments, and I really need to set up my calendar for January because I got a lot of stuff happening, and we're going to talk about some of that stuff. So I don't think I've showed you exactly how my little Rauchermen works. And I brought out one of the incense to show you that. But if you missed that Vlogmas, this is one of my mini Rauchermen. It is a German smoking man. And they are handcrafted, kind of like nutcrackers, but they have a little hole in their mouth and their body pops off, so you can put in incense. That was one that I burned the last time. My favorite incense to use are a brand called Nox. They're from Germany. I order them online, but they always smell so good. And you put the little incense in the holder and you light it up. And then once the little flame goes away, it begins smoking. And then you take the top of the little guy, put him on here, and there he is. So this one is a Santa, and the smoke comes out of his mouth. He's got little shoes, he's got a bag of toys. This is actually my second Santa. I have another Santa in the house. He looks a little bit different. I'll try to add a photo to today's Vlogmas about him. And then I have a whole bunch of other ones. So my other Rauchermen I just leave out year round because they're not really Christmassy themed, but they stay in a glass cabinet in our living room. But I just think they're the cutest little things, and I just love them. I just love them so much. I've managed to go through, and I think I'm caught up on all my comments. I have also managed to send out some replies to emails. Miss Wilma, I have not replied to yours yet because I have to sit down and really think of some great suggestions for a cowl for you, and I will get those to you. Probably going to be Monday when things kind of slow down because it's Christmas, but I'm going to try to go and gather up some this evening while I'm looking on Ravelry. And I thought this would be a great time to go ahead and talk about the Advents. Now I'm still gonna record a after Vlogmas special, and that is gonna show all the Advents in order, as well as that full skein of yarn and the pink package that I have yet to open because I'm supposed to open those tomorrow. Or maybe the pink package is Christmassy. I'll have to refer back to the note that Miss Donna gave me. But I wanted to show the yarn from the last 3 days. So the first one was day 22. This is in this really cute gingerbread man box. I just really love these little boxes that she used. I think they're adorable. And it is this really colorful skein of yarn. It's kind of very Christmassy in a way to me, and I love it. It's called Weasley's Wizard Ways. Weasley Wizard Ways. I really need to grab my glasses. But look how pretty that is. To be honest, I haven't worn my glasses in years, so I probably need a new prescription at this point in life. It reminds me of a vintage Christmas. I think it's very pretty. Then for day 22, it came in this little Christmas box that we've seen before, but it's still adorable. It's all about the blues and greens. But this one has like this dark speck in it, and I think it's gorgeous. It's the Devil's Snare. Love those. Very, very pretty. This is a really great base too. It's very squishy and soft. I'll put the base information right here. And then Christmas Eve, my favorite box. I just love these little characters, and it is very, very pretty. It's got reds and grays and blacks. Love this one. This one's called Platform 9 3/4. It does look like colors of the Hogwarts train, which I actually have a Funko train right there of Hogwarts. Let's take the time to talk about my knitting and crochet plans for 2024, because I think that it may be something that you want to participate in, because it's all going to be about using up the stash that we have and using up the patterns that we own. Maybe you are like me and have a plethora of patterns that you've kind of put up and squirreled away throughout the years of knitting and crocheting. Maybe yours are organized and maybe they're not. If they're not organized, I highly encourage you to check out this video. This video, I talk about how I organize my knitting and crochet patterns, and I'm talking about my books, my magazines, and all the ones that I've downloaded, and even those little printed out pamphlets that I find at big box stores. So that may be something that you want to try, or it may help spark an idea on how to better organize yours. And the reason we may want to organize yours is because I, next year, am going to be doing a year of the stash and a year of using my patterns that I have on my Ravelry queue. So I have a whole playlist about how to use Ravelry. And if you're new to Ravelry, it may give you some quick tips and pointers as we progress through 2024. I will be having more lives, and I will be talking about how to utilize a Ravelry and how I use it to keep up and keep motivated with all of my knitting and crochet. On Ravelry, I do utilize my queue, and that is what I'm personally going to be knitting and crocheting from in 2024. This queue is a accumulation of patterns that I've seen from either books I own, magazines I own, or just downloads that I've purchased, and even ones that I haven't even purchased yet. It is just a hodgepodge of knitting and crochet things that catch my eye and that I really want to make. A lot of these I've already have yarn purchased for, so I will be utilizing my stash, and the ones that I don't have yarn purchased for, I'm going to be still using and shopping my stash. So maybe this is something that interests you, and if it does, then maybe this is something that you would like to join along with me in. I'm also going to use these projects to help spark some tutorials. So for instance, if I come to a pattern that says to make a garter tab cast on, that I might make a tutorial video for that, because a lot of people have issues with those. And I think my way that I do it makes it pretty easy and I just want to share that kind of tips and tricks that I've picked up over the years with you all. So I hope that those tutorials come in handy. I will be talking about the patterns that I'm going to be making each month, either on the last day of the prior month or on that first day of the month. And then as the weeks progress, I will show you updates, and then I'll do a end of the month wrap up video talking about all the projects that I've worked on. My goal for 2024 is not going to be to record daily. I am not someone that I think that that is reasonable for me. I don't think I can deal with the life things that I have going on around me and actually have time to knit and crochet, which is my whole purpose in this channel, for me to create and to share creativity in my journey with you all. So trying to record daily does not allow for that balance. And that's okay. You know, there are other channels out there who record daily and they do a great job of it. It's just not something that I am. I am more laid back, and I want this channel to be a great representation of me and my journey, and including you along the way, and hoping to encourage you to try a new pattern or a new yarn. And then I'm going to try to record a little bit tomorrow so I can show you the rest of the advent like I spoke about earlier. And then I'm going to probably take off a few days and just really work on trying to get as much done out here as possible before the new year. We are not starting back to our homeschool till probably, I don't even know what day the 5th or 6th starts on. But usually we start back around then in January, and that will give me at least a good hard week of uninterrupted for the most part time to just get a lot of stuff done out here. During that time, I will be streaming a lot of your channel videos. So there is a post up right now in the community tab that looks like this. And that post is so that you can actually let me know if you have an Advent or a Vlogmas going on your channel. If you do, as I have my mad dash of trying to organize, I'm going to have you running in the background, and then I'll go back and catch thumbs when I can, as well as trying to leave a couple of comments. If you do not have a channel, then I highly encourage you also to check out that post, because you may find some new channels that you enjoy. And that's really all I have today. I'm going to go and try to get this uploaded and get it edited a little bit and just spend some time with my family, because Santa Claus is coming to town. And even though we have some germs floating around our family and I'm starting to lose my voice, we have so many things to be grateful for, so many blessings, that they're just little bumps in our path. And it's going to be a great journey to the new year. So Merry Christmas, and I will catch you here or in the next one. Bye.